What's up, TG and FPS? Chris here, or MightyFurtado, bringing you guys some Blacklight Retribution multiplayer closed beta gameplay. That was actually a bit long, but just to start off, I'm bringing us some Blacklight Retribution gameplay. And as you guys are seeing right now, before I forget, this is actually something cool that was actually brought into this game. Now, as you guys see in the bottom left-hand corner, there is a CP kind of thing right there, and it says 0. Every time you get a kill or an assist in this game, you get CP, credit points. I think that's what they're called, I'm not too sure. But what credit points are used is basically, as you guys saw in the beginning, there's basically like an item booth you can check out, and you can refill your health, you can refill your ammo, you can buy a rocket launcher, or you can buy a mech suit. Those are pretty cool. There are different things that you can add into the weapon shop, but you have to unlock it in the game. Once you reach a certain rank, you can purchase it and then put it into the shop, and then you can spend your CP credit points on it to get that item. Those items can range from a medic kit pack, where you can actually put like a little thing and heal your teammates. You can put your ammo thing, kind of like Battlefield 3. You can throw like a med kit, you can throw an ammo thing. You can give your team some ammo, you can give your team some health. There's a defibrillator where you can actually revive your teammates. Like I said, the mech suit. There's a bunch of other things you can add to that shop and switch for those items. So that's really cool. But like I was saying, let's get back to the game. This is the closed beta gameplay of Blacklight Retribution, which actually started Wednesday, was it Wednesday or Friday? I'm actually going to check. I think it was Thursday or Friday, which was December the 2nd, Friday. Yeah. So it started Friday, and I got a beta key from Destructoid.com because they were actually giving away 10,000 closed beta keys for Blacklight Retribution. I'm not too sure if they're still doing it or if they ran out or whatever. But if you guys do want to check out, go to Destructoid.com, and I'm pretty sure they're still giving those beta keys. But I'm gonna give my first impressions of the game. I'm really enjoying it. As you guys are seeing, hopefully you guys are watching in 720p, and hopefully the quality is still good for you guys. But I'm playing on max settings. The max settings you can go on this game. I'm not too sure if this is going to be the final build for the full release of the game, but the game's looking superior, really good. Obviously not the best, but it still looks amazing for a 2011 game. 2012, I think it's actually launching the full version, and this is a free-to-play game. Now, if you guys don't know what a free-to-play game is, obviously it's a game you play for free, and there are a lot of free-to-play first-person shooter games. Combat Arms, Crossfire, I don't know what else there is. Team Fortress 2 now is a first-person shooter that's free, and to me, I'm not really into free-to-play games. I like to buy a game such as Counter-Strike, Counter-Strike Source, Call of Duty, or whatever free-to-play game there is, and I like to buy that game. Because in a free-to-play game, there are cash shops. And in cash shops, if you guys don't know what a cash shop is in a free-to-play first-person shooter game, is they are, really revolved around cash shops. Now, what cash shops are basically like a mini store in the game where you can purchase upgrades for your weapons. Now, I would understand if this was in a buy-to-play game like Counter-Strike or Call of Duty, where actually, I'll take Call of Duty for example. In Call of Duty, you unlock the guns, perks, attachments for your guns, all that kind of jibber jabber. In Blacklight Retribution, you unlock that as well. But the thing is that you have to spend credit points. Not the credit points here, but you get a new, I forget what it's actually called. It's not Zen. Zen is another thing I'll talk about in a minute. It's actually a point system. Every time you rank up, kill a person or whatever, at the end of the game you get experience and you level up, and you also get points to unlock new equipment, armor, shoes, boots, helmet, whatever, guns, and all that jibber jabber. And in this game, every time you reach a new rank, you unlock something new. You can unlock a pistol, you can unlock a machine gun, you can unlock customization for your weapon, anything in this game you can basically unlock. Now, Zen is actually a kind of money kind of thing. You can spend $20 real life money, $20 USD or Canadian dollars, and you can get I'm not too sure what it is, but I think it's about 500 Zen or 1,000 Zen for like 20 bucks. And you can unlock new things for your character. Now, in this game, like I stated before, you unlock new attachments for every rank. Let's say you reach rank 6, you unlock something new for your weapon. Let's say if you don't want to wait until you reach a certain rank, you can spend Zen on getting, like, let's say a red dot sight or a grip for your weapon. And let's say you want to get the best one, and it's unlocked at rank 50. You can spend 60 Zen on it and not have to wait until rank 50. And it's really, it's, I don't know, but it is something I don't like. I don't like free-to-play first-person shooter games. It's not my kind of thing, even though I do enjoy playing it. I don't really like spending real-life money on getting a virtual item for my character. Now, I know a lot of people do that, not just in first-person shooter games, free-to-play first-person shooter games, but they also do it in World of Warcraft or RuneScape, MapleStory, whatever free-to-play games there are. And I'm not a fan of that. But enough about that. I do want to give my cons and pros about the game. Let's start off with cons. The cons about the game are the hit detection. The hit detection is pretty brutal in this game. I don't really know if it is the game itself or it's actually the person that I'm shooting. Now, whenever I'm shooting somebody, there was actually an incident that occurred. There was actually a guy that wasn't playing. He was in spawn. I kind of went around. I didn't want to spawn trap him, but I went around. I saw him and he wasn't playing. I had my red dot sight, aimed right at him. I shot 3 to 5 times. Only one of those shots hit him, and I was aiming right at him. I was about a couple centimeters away from him. And I don't know if it was him. I highly doubt it was him, but I'm pretty sure it was the game with the hit detection. It was pretty brutal. Hopefully that does get fixed. I know this is still a closed beta, and hopefully that does get fixed for the full game. If you want to, compare yourself to like a first-person shooter, you want to, try to be like a Call of Duty or whatever. You obviously want to make your game perfection, and hopefully they do address that issue. They do fix it. Another con that I had was there was graphical issues. Now, in a couple games before this, actually not before this, but in the future, I actually got a new attachment for my gun, and it was like a new front end. As you guys are seeing right now, my guy's actually holding the gun. Now, I got a new front end attachment for this gun, and I put it on the gun, and when I went to go play the game, as you guys are seeing right now how the character is actually holding it, his hand is actually on it, underneath it. My character's hand wasn't even underneath it. It was actually beside it. You can actually see his palm, and it wasn't even holding the gun. So it was pretty crazy. Obviously, I'm pretty sure there are some graphical issues with some of the attachments in the game, and hopefully they do get that addressed as well. A pro, enough with the cons. Pros that I have with this game, truly amazing. Graphical wise, it's amazing. I haven't experienced any big issues with the game so far. It is a really good game for a first-person shooter. Some of you guys may have heard of Blacklight Tango Down, which was an Xbox Live arcade game, and as well as a PSN game, as well as it was on Steam, and that was, I think you had to pay $15 for the game, and it was a pretty cool game. It did have some issues here and there, and they did address it, but Blacklight Retribution is one hell of a crazy game. There's only 3 maps for the closed beta. There's this Chinatown one, construction site one, and I believe there is I forget what the other one is. There's a construction site, Chinatown, and there's like a warehouse one, which is pretty cool. But hopefully they do, add more maps into the open beta. And obviously, I'm pretty sure for the full game, they're gonna add a ton of more maps. And as they do patches and updates, they're gonna add a lot of, big new maps and stuff like that. And when they do expansions and add new things to the game, another thing I like about these free-to-play games is that they can add anything they want. If they wanted to add more attachments and stuff, they can easily add it. They can put it into their server, and they would have, the users just update their client, and then they can add, different, attachments to the guns, different things, and stuff like that. So it's really cool. These were my first impressions of the game. I'm still going to bring you guys some more gameplay of Blacklight Retribution. Obviously, playing the other game modes. There are 3 other game modes. There's Team Deathmatch, obviously you guys are seeing right now, Domination, and the King of the Hill. So this gameplay is actually coming to a close. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. I will be bringing more gameplay in the future for TGN FPS of Blacklight Retribution. Anyways, guys, this is Chris or MightyFurtado. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Peace.